Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're looking at the Blob series She-Hulk. Now, as I mentioned in the other She-Hulk video, I don't particularly care for this design of She-Hulk, but the figure, I have to give it its credit. It's a fairly well done figure, and she's humongous. For being She-Hulk, she's almost 7.5 inches tall. It's a really big figure. Hey, the cat just left on its own. Good kitty. She was about to come over here and take over the spotlight. But yeah, it's a really good figure. It might be the best figure in the Blob wave, actually. That face sculpt looks pretty darn good. The paint apps are pretty darn good. The hair is sculpted well, painted well. The outfit is sculpted really well. All the stretch marks and seams and everything. And then that pink metallic paint looks really good. They did a great job on that. They did a really good job on this musculature. It's a whole new buck. It's a shame she's so darn big because this body would have been good to reuse on other characters. They sculpted the gloves, which are a little reminiscent of Anne O'Brien, but I'm pretty sure it's a different piece because Anne O'Brien's not that big, even though she's kind of large. And then the legs are sculpted well, and the shoes and feet are sculpted well. Mine's a little warped, but that's fine. And then articulation-wise, she's not perfect, but she's pretty good. The head, does it pop off? I don't think it, maybe it does, I don't remember anymore. Yeah, it does. So we have a ball peg for the neck, no hinge. Articulation's almost nothing for the head due to the hair. It's just one of those sacrifices you can't really do anything about, so that's it. That's all you can do. Could have been better, I guess, if the hair was softer, but it is fairly soft, but there's just a lot of it, so it would have to be really soft, and they don't want to do that, so it's one of those trade-offs. Shoulders. Ball hinge shoulders, the way they sculpted them, the way they stick out, they did a really good job to make it look really like nice defined muscles. I like that, but it kind of limits the articulation just a little bit when you're going up like this. It gets in the way just a bit. No bicep swivel, which is always disappointing, but we do get that in the elbow with a 90-degree elbow hinge. It's still pretty good. And then we have a wrist swivel and a wrist hinge. Not the best design for a wrist because it gives her a really thick forearm, but it's not horrible. Same thing on both sides. The ab crunch works really well for her. She can lean really far forward, really far back. Everything is still painted and looks pretty good. No waist twist, which is disappointing, but it did give us a really nice sculpt, so I kind of have to give that to them. She has wide jointed hips, but the ball hinges work fairly well. You can rotate the thighs around, but she's got such muscular thighs you can't really get them up that high. So the leg articulation is still fairly limited, unfortunately. Double jointed knees, which work really well, sculpted well. And then we have the ankles, which have the hinge and a swivel. No ankle rocker, so that's disappointing. But as I said, this figure is just sculpted so well done. She could have used a little shading in the skin, I guess. But the outfit is painted super nice. The sculpt is really, really good. So I have to recommend this figure. Either get this one or the bikini one. It's really up to you. It depends which is your preference. I said I definitely would recommend the other one in that review, but after re-looking at this one, it's really a crapshoot. They're both really pretty good figures, really almost great figures, even though they're not perfect. They're really well done. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.